Hey Leo, let's pull for you for November. We're going to pull some cards for a little base story, and then we'll see, we'll clarify and see what goes on, okay? Let's see, we got 2 cards so far. All right, okay. It looks like there was some sort of toxic connection to something going on for a while here. I don't know if that's necessarily even a connection to another person, or maybe some sort of a toxic habit that you need to let go of or something. We'll clarify, but that's what devil energy generally represents. Some sort of toxicity, some sort of like something has a hold on you. We have 2 of Pentacles, which tells me that you are trying to juggle something and figure out how to balance it and make sure that you don't drop any of the balls. It feels like, I think you have too many things going on at once, and you're just a little afraid that something may, you may not be able to keep everything up in the air at the same time. 6 of Swords is a card about moving off to calmer waters from something that was real rough and turbulent. It's wanting peace and quiet, and to just get away from that. The Fool is something new, a new adventure, a new beginning, new idea, new spark in love. Could mean a lot of different things. That's why we pull clarifying cards. So that's just the base of some different things going on for you, and then we'll clarify and see what goes on. As always, you just take what resonates, leave the rest. There's no way to read for, the entire world. You just, if you found this, you were meant to for whatever reason. Let's see. It may just be one thing that resonates. Let's see. Okay, yep, see. You want to move into calmer waters because you were done. You felt stabbed in the back. Whatever it was that you are leaving behind was just too much. Emotionally too much, physically too much, just all of it. It was just too much. You feel like every knife now is in your back and you're just on the floor, done. But moving off into the new space, it's because you want a new spark, passion, excitement, beginning. This is a great new start. This is passionate and just fun. But, sometimes sparks like this, you have to be careful. It ignites super, super quick, but it can go out if it's not kept burning. So that's, that's up to you to decide. When you move off into, a different direction, is it passionate enough to keep going? Let's see, let's clarify. Where are you going off to? Oh, and you're moving quickly too. I think whatever happened, you are just kind of done, over it, ready to get out. Chariot is about quick, swift movement. And I feel like the universe kind of did it and said it was time to go. Major Arcana cards are cards of destiny. Minor Arcana are more about free will. So this tells me the universe had a big part in deciding that it was time for you to leave that behind. I feel like you may have gotten slapped with it over and over and over and over again until the universe said you have no choice but to move on and start moving on to what excites you and what's good and what's passionate. Clarify for me the devil. Why is the devil here? Because the devil can represent so many different things. So let's clarify on why this ended up here. Oh, okay. Queen of Cups and the Hermit. Queen of Cups, I'll tell you each card on its own, and then I'll tell you how it makes sense together. Queen of Cups is about love, and the Queen of Cups is stable in love. She's the person people go to. She's nurturing. She's healing. She's pure love, and she's willing to give you that love. The Hermit is another major Arcana card, where the universe puts you at a standstill to let you go inward and reflect and figure things out. This is where people end up on a little bit of a spiritual path. I feel like maybe that's why the devil is here. I feel like you are now starting to realize you need to break away from some sort of habit. You need to love yourself enough to do it. I feel like this is a habit you need to let go of. It's time for you to find the light within, have the strength to break out of this, because this leads you to the self-love that leads you to the love and the passion and to have with someone else. That Hermit energy though, that, you know, he's holding that lamp. So at the end of the day, the light is always in him. He just has to find it again. So the universe puts you into this mode so that you can remember you and who you are, and that you are love. You're made of love. You come from love. And it's time to not only to remember that, but to focus on it and use it to break out of any of these bad toxic patterns that you have. Whatever it might be, there's some sort of toxic pattern that you are repeating because the self-love is not there right now. So let's see, what is this juggling? What is the Two of Pentacles about? Clarify. The Two of Pentacles. Oh, you dropped one. Two of Pentacles. Okay, see, this is good. We have Six of Wands, we have Hierophant, we have High Priestess. These are fantastic major arcana cards. This tells me what you've been juggling is trying to be victorious. And I think it might have a lot to do with this energy of, you know, I think you might have been in a little bit of a self-destructive mode for a little while. So that might, this is you pulling out of it. High Priestess is also about going in spiritually. The High Priestess has phenomenal intuition and knows everything from her worth to how to listen to herself, to how to be a good friend, mother, everything. The High Priestess knows she's the one everybody goes to for guidance, because she is guidance. And you have that with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is also a lot about, you know, spiritual work. Sometimes it could mean many different things. With this, I think it has to do with that internal spiritual thing, because the Hierophant can represent everything from leveling up in a relationship or a marriage or traditions, rituals, all kinds of different things. And I feel like you are, that's what you are, I think, like I said, balancing right now, is trying to be victorious on this path of getting better and coming out of the devil energy and knowing when to let go of toxic patterns. Whether, like I said, whether they be toxic people, a toxic work environment, a toxic habit that you have, whatever it is, it's time to let it go. And that's why the universe has put you in hermit mode this month, so that you can go in and you can remember your self-worth, because you have plenty of it. You're just not seeing it. I think I feel like this is almost you doing it to yourself. I don't even know that it was another person. Based on how the rest of these cards came out, I don't know that it had even anything to do with someone else. I really think it's just you coming out of your own bad space of needing the calmer waters and needing to come out, like I said, of that devil energy and whatever you felt bound to with the toxicity. We're clarifying the Fool here with the Light Seers deck. Let's see what the Fool is about. Why is the Fool here? Okay, you can't make it up. You just got a repeat of several of your other cards. The Fool is here. You wanted to go off in a new direction because of that Nine of Swords. It's it's not a repeat. The Nine of Swords is what comes when you can't stop. It's the nightmare. It's the constant thinking about something. It's the constant dwelling on something. It's the feeling like it's never going to get better. It repeats over and over and over. That's how you go from that into that you had before. It was the Ten of Swords that you had, where you felt stabbed in the back. But like I said, I feel like you did it. Like you kind of, you're in that energy because you were not. Here's that Six of Wands again, which you had before. It's that feeling of wanting to be victorious, wanting something. The Page of Cups is a small offer of love, and the only way you're going to get to be victorious in that with yourself is to give yourself that tiny little bit of love. Be the Fool. Go be excited about something new. Go off in a new direction. Walk away from whatever's not working, whatever was toxic there. Get out of this energy. You're so stuck in your head that you've turned it into a nightmare. The only way to come out of it is to be the Fool now, and you will be victorious. I mean, that's that new spark, new passion, whatever it is that you're going to head toward is going to be a lot better than whatever energy you were in. Let's see, what does November bring once you handle this addiction? It's time. Wheel of Fortune says it's fated, it's destiny. This is the time that it needs to be done. The universe has said no more. Whatever you were doing, whatever path you were on, whatever you were doing that was leading to the toxicity can no longer be. The universe said it's done. Yep, there you go. Yep, there you go. It's time to heal. The Star is the card. And your final cards, ironically, are 3 major arcana cards that are all telling me that you will be successful. If ever there was a time for getting rid of addictions or anything like that, it's now. The energies in the sky and the, astrology, all of it are pointing favorably toward anything that's toxic to be able to let go of it and let go of it easily. The Star is, like I said, the card of healing. You will be in a much different situation in the next couple of weeks. You will have the strength once you get that, go into that, come out of that hermit energy, stay in that energy for a minute, figure out why the universe put you there at that standstill, what you have to find, what you've got to go in and work on, and then take that leap towards the new thing, because it's time. You got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Star, which is healing, and you got the Lovers. So ultimately, the Lovers can be attached to another person, but the Lovers is about union. And I think this is about you coming into your own union. There's something about it's almost like these are the lovers, but bound to each other incorrectly on the devil energy. These are the lovers where the angels are taking care of them. Very, very different energy. So even though you may have started with the devil, and it's going to be a little rough for a bit, your outcome is beautiful. It's, I think that you're going to, once you put that work in, that the universe is telling you right now, you got to do it. It's time, like it or not. That's it. It's time. You're going to be phenomenally rewarded by the universe. Universe says it's your time to shine soon, because you're coming, if you're willing to put that work in. And I think from here, I think you want the victory. You got that 6 of Wands twice. I think you want to be in this position of celebration and excitement and happiness. And I think the only way to get there is to remember to give yourself that little tiny, offer it to yourself, that little tiny step forward. And then I think the universe is going to have no problem carrying you through to the rest of it. The universe is here to back you. You got 3 major arcanas that are all about healing and union within and love and fated time and destiny. It doesn't get much better than that. So even though we have a little bit of a rocky start, got some work that's got to go in. Once you are committed to getting rid of that toxic energy, whether it's you, whether it's coming from an outside source, whatever it is, once you are willing to put in the commitment and you have that desire to get rid of it, you got really good stuff coming. So I'm actually excited to see what your next month is going to bring once you're working and you're healing and stuff through this month. Star energy is huge this month for you. That's big to have as your final outcome in a reading like this, that where you're trying to come out of something that's super toxic. So as the outcome, ideally you want to see the Star, and Wheel of Fortune, which is, like I said, it's destiny. It means things are changing. It's absolutely time for things to change. So you'll be in the next cycle, and this cycle will come to a close, and then you will be in full alignment with yourself. And then even if you're ready for somebody else, that Lovers could also represent that somebody else is going to come along too, once you are in union with yourself and you're solid again. So I hope that the healing and everything happens this month, because this looks like it could be really good for you. Even though it's, like I said, rocky to start, your end result is fantastic. Good luck this month, Leo. You'll be okay. And yeah, I'll see you soon.